Morning. The sun's finally coming up. Temperature's at 17 degrees now. Started out at 13. Today on Survivor Guide, mission to South Carolina. We're gonna have to cross some treacherous terrain. We have to survive the US Interstate highway system. We'll be going up against many challenges and struggles today while hurling down the highways at 65 miles an hour with a trailer full of boats and equipment behind me. We're going to have to deal with navigation issues. Do you turn right? Do you turn left? That kind of thing. We're also going to have to find food, water, a place to poop without catching a disease. Our challenges are going to be vast and great. The one I'm trying to struggle with right now is how to play my damn iPod on this archaic stereo system that the truck has. All I have with me is a pocket knife, a wallet full of credit cards, clothing for about 4 or 5 weeks only, 2 toolboxes full of tools. I'm going to have to survive solely upon my experiences and my wit. God only knows the perils that'll lie ahead of us on our trip to South Carolina. Of all the elements we have to face, one of the most challenging is going to be staying awake. Not only am I trying to protect and save my life, but obviously I could take the lives of many others. It takes a lot of fortitude and training. Oh God, Dunkin' Donuts. Alright, be right back. Well, it's about 8 a.m. and as you can see, the sun is fully up. It's creating quite a glare. It makes it dangerous to drive. I reached into my pack and grabbed 2 pieces of shaded polycarbonate, and I managed to find a way to affix them to a strong piece of plastic. I'm going to try this out and see if it doesn't help at all. Ah, that's a big difference. Much safer to drive now. One of the keys to all survival is hydration. A long drive like this is no exception. Finding the way to keep yourself hydrated is one of the ways you keep from passing out. It's kind of hard on a bright sunny day to get water on the constant go. It's not like you just reach a cup out the window and grab some rainfall. But there is an old trick, one that you can use in your car as well. First, you turn your heat up to as high as it can possibly go. Keep yourself well clothed. This will start creating a lot of sweat and perspiration. This moisture will get in the air. Once it gets to a saturation point, you then quickly turn on your air conditioning and you hold a cup or whatever you might get underneath the main coolant line. The condensation will fill. It's not a lot, but it's enough to keep you going. I think I got it just about enough now. That's going to help. All right, drink your own sweat. It's the way to survive. Well, we're 5 hours in. We're in West Virginia. It's getting warmer, nicer, but there's still a lot to survive. Well, we're still in the heart of the Shenandoah Valley. Very beautiful tract of land between the 2 mountain ranges. Starting to wonder what time of day we got. So we're going to use an old Mayan trick to estimate time based on this time of year near the equinox. You basically point your hand and you can tell by the shadow that it's about, I'd say 12:30ish. Yeah, which means to start thinking about some food, get ready for lunch. We'll have to pull over soon and see what we can find on the natural terrain around here. Okay, we pulled over. It's a beautiful day out here in the Shenandoah Valley, but I'm scrounging around in the wilderness trying to find some things that we could dig up for lunch. We need to find some protein, any kind of leafy greens, and we can make ourselves something to eat. And I noticed right over here, we got a fairly fresh carcass. We throw that on the engine block for a little bit. I'm sure that's going to cook up just fine. So now we're just going to scrounge around again and see again if we can find some leafy substances to get our vegetables. Right here, this is a very popular weed that grows down here in Virginia. It's full of nutrients, actually. Some of them that look just like this are highly poisonous, but this particular one is delicious. So I'm going to put together some of this stuff and we'll check back in a little bit when we have something to eat. So we're back in the car now. I was able to take that raccoon that we found. I took my knife and we pulled his fur off, skinned him. I threw him on the engine block for about 10 minutes just to sear him up a little bit, and put it together with some of that leafy green that we found. And we got ourselves lunch. Here we go. Nothing like wild food. Keeps you alive, it'll get us through the journey. Well, here we are in Virginia. We're pretty much in the South. As you get into the South, it's far different than the Northeast. The roadways go on and on forever. We'll be in Virginia for hours now. Surviving this kind of journey, well, basically the only way is, and we're going to be getting off the next exit, find a liquor store and get well liquored up. The monotony will get to you. Might as well have a few laughs. Well, Virginia has a wonderful state trooper system, and apparently they don't share my same view on the survivor skill of driving through the South. I was pulled into jail and I had to sit in a dry tank until I was capable of driving again. State troopers are quite nice, I'll give them that, but in our next episode, we will cover surviving a Virginia jail cell. Anyway, back to the road, and we'll carry on our mission here to South Carolina. Staying alert on a long drive such as this is crucial. You may find the best way to keep yourself at your peak awareness. Take little power naps. You find a long stretch of highway, preferably 3 lanes. Suit yourself right in the middle. Take the wheel with your knee. Keep your sunglasses on. This will keep the passing drivers from panicking. Earbuds also help. You can put on some soft music and take a little 5-minute nap. As long as you don't nap jerk, you should hold your lane fairly well, but you'll wake up feeling very refreshed, and hopefully not in a ditch. Okay, we're finally in North Carolina. Getting a lot closer, it's only a couple hours. I'm not really worried about surviving anymore. Well, I am. My new fear is I really think there's a monster in the back seat. I keep hearing this rustling around. I swear to God, the thing wants to eat me. I'll try and report back if I'm still here. Survival is definitely endurance. This state of Virginia, it won't ever end. They're making more of the state as I drive through it. It won't end. Never going to end. Just gonna have to find some things to amuse myself in the meantime, since I can't do the drinking thing. 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 125 cows. Damn it, this Angry Birds is... Oh! Almost got him. I spy something that begins with S. 270, 271, 272, 273, 274, 275, 276. Wow, that's a lot of cows. F809, 510, 511, 512. A lot of cows. Well, here it is, folks. Driving survival's ultimate test. Hope we can avoid this one, but there's no way around it. You're looking at several miles of ugly, slow traffic. Probably a big, bad accident. There better be blood, death, fury, rage. It's the only thing that's going to make all this waiting worthwhile. Oh, by the way, about the monster in the back, checked it out. I have a feeling that raccoon I ate probably was in the sun a little longer than I had anticipated. That's the side effect of eating wild food. So caution to all, make sure you kind of check the amount of bloating that's going on. That's a good sign of how long it's been sitting out there. But it's only temporary. Anyway, back to our traffic. This is it, folks. It's the reason why we're stopped. God, I love driving. And look, everyone's going now. Onward, South Carolina. Well, nighttime falls upon us. The good news is we're in South Carolina. We've gone from sun up to sundown. We're only about a half hour away from actually surviving this thing. We've faced our perils. We've learned a few tricks along the way. All in all, it was a good trip down. Only sad news is we have to have a trip back up. Thanks for joining us. See you in Clemson.